Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. This is your first time on the channel? Welcome. On this channel, you find truck news, reviews, and cool stories like this one. I have a bunch of friends that went on the Alcan 5000 this year, and my friend Jeff Zurschmeide and his team used a 2020 GMC Sierra with a 3-liter diesel. He's going to share his story on the adventure of the trip, how the truck worked, and, some funny stories we come along in this video. And I'm going to put his video on the screen, and we get started on all that right now. All right, I'm joined with my friend Jeff Zurschmeide. He did the Alcan 5000. Before Jeff gets talking for just a second, I'm going to play a video he shot from the Arctic Ocean where he did this intro, and it's a good video. It's amusing how his voice gets or his mouth shuts down at some point in the video. So I'm going to play that.
Hey, we're here at the Arctic Circle. We are in the GMC Sierra AT4. It's about 30 below zero. So I can't really talk very well, but the truck is doing great. Our Duramax Diesel has been fabulous up here in the Arctic up to down to 40 below. We're running Nokian Hakkapeliitta LT3 studded tires. They're great. They have these little three-pointed star-shaped studs that really dig into the ice. We've had great traction the entire way. Let's see, the truck super comfortable inside. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, all the bells and whistles. It's just been great up here. Being here at the Arctic Circle is fabulous. We're here at dawn, catching the sunrise. Like I said, about 30 below right now, and we are on our way. And for Pickup Truck and SUV Talk, this is Jeff Zurschmeide at the Arctic Circle.
All right, so we just saw the video where you shot the Arctic. Was it Arctic Ocean, Arctic Circle? The big sign, I forget what sign said.
We were on the beach at the Arctic Ocean.
Yeah, the beach, the frozen beach.
Well, yeah, you can't really tell it's the beach. There's just ice as far as you can see, but there's a sign that says you're at the beach.
All right, so let's back up for those who don't know about the Alcan 5000. What's a good description of the Alcan 5000?
Well, it's one of the most extreme motorsports events that you can do. Certainly in North America, I think in the whole world. It is a 5,000-mile adventure rally that goes from Seattle, leaves from Seattle, and goes up above the Arctic Circle to really what is the north coast of North America on the Arctic Ocean, and then turns around and comes back. This year it ended in Anchorage, Alaska. After crossing the Arctic Circle again near Fairbanks, and it takes 10 days. It's basically 5 days up, 5 days down, and along the way you do some time, speed, distance rallying, which is driving a set course at a specified average speed, which is harder to do than you might think, right? It's harder to do it really accurately. But then you get points, or you more precisely, you get penalty points if you don't reach the Arctic Ocean and cross the Arctic Circle and do those things. There's even an ice race as part of the thing. They plow a big course on a frozen river, and we go and ice race it for time. Along the way, you're traveling through amazing country. Stuff that most people never see. Stopping in these really cool Yukon Gold Rush towns. We did do the Google up the sour toe cocktail in Dawson, Yukon Territory, and I've even got my certificate. I am an official sour toe guy now. Anyway, it is the most amazing adventure you can possibly have. There's 2 or 3 people in a car, depending if you have room, and pick really good friends because you're going to be with them every moment of 10 days, and sharing this amazing adventure. I took along 2 of my best friends. We just had an absolutely fabulous time. There's plenty of amazing adventure. We saw American bison just right by the side of the road, stone sheep, which are kind of like a bighorn kind of sheep thing. Huh. We saw caribou. We even saw this way up in the Arctic, way up past the Arctic Circle. This Arctic hare, this little rabbit, just went beating feet down the road at about 35 miles an hour in front of us. So you see all this amazing stuff. There's inevitably, you're going to get stuck in a snowbank. Other people get stuck in the snowbank. We all stop, pull each other out of the snowbanks. It's very much yes, they're your competitors, but they're also your friends. Yeah. So if you want an adventure that is unlike anything else you can possibly do, right? Like Baja, fabulous, right? Do the Baja 1000 in your life. Do the Mint 400. Do stuff like that. King of the Hammers, Moab, whatever you want to do. But take this ride. This ride is not like anything else you will ever experience.
Well, it sounds like you had a horrible time and had no fun at all.
It was actually my second time on this rally. And let me tell you about the rig we chose.
Yeah. We need to get the truck here. This is a truck channel.
I wanted something that I knew was going to make it. So we chose GMC Sierra AT4, the new all-terrain package that they've got. It was fabulous. The skid plates, we used them. The recovery points, we used them. We used them to pull an unnamed competitor out of a snowbank. And then later, the same unnamed competitor helped pull us out. We had a great time with the truck. We had also had the 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel, which was fantastic on the trip. Plenty of pull, 460 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing pulls like the V8. And we were getting up to 30 miles to the gallon when we were down in the tropical regions around Seattle on the highway. And one of the things we learned is that when you get up into the serious cold in the far north, the air is so much more dense. Everybody's fuel economy just goes in the tank. So we were down, but we were still getting 18 miles to the gallon, even up in the Arctic at 40 below, when other teams were getting 10 miles to the gallon off their gasoline trucks. And we also used more diesel exhaust fluid than we expected. So we figured, we'll leave with a full tank. It's 5,000 miles. We'll be fine. And in fact, we drank most of our diesel exhaust fluid up there. So we had to stop and get more, which luckily it's available all over the place.
Sure.
And but other than that, I mean, the truck was fantastic. I can't tell you how much we appreciated the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. I mean, you hop out for a couple of minutes at 40 below, you want to get in and grab that warm steering wheel.
So what about starts in the morning? Any issues with cold starts? Did it take a little while to turn over at all?
No, not at all. One of the reasons is that when you're that far north, you stop at a motel and there is a plug-in for every parking space. Mm-hmm. So they assume you're going to be plugging in your block heater. So we plugged in the block heater, which comes standard with the Duramax. You buy that 3-liter Duramax, you get a block heater and the cord for it and everything. And you just pop this little panel out of one of the trim pieces next to the fog lights, and just plugs right in, easy peasy. Okay. We use that every night when we're up there, and then in the morning, just boom, fired right up.
Okay. What about, I know this truck was modified. You had some. Did you make some modifications to it?
No, not really. The only thing we changed on it at all was we elected to go with Nokian Hakkapeliitta LT3 studded snow tires, winter tires. And, the Hakkapeliitta is pretty legendary. And the LT3 is their new light truck version of it. And it was just fantastic. Few people, Nokian helped out on this rally, and every one of them had no problem at all. Even when you're running on solid ice, the Hakkas have this sort of 3-pointed star shape to the stud that really bites into the ice. Can't say enough about those tires. We carried 2 spares because you do in the Arctic, because sure. you might blow 2 tires in a day. We didn't. The Hakkas rode over everything we threw at them. So can't say enough about the Nokian Hakkapeliittas.
Did you run it in auto 4-wheel drive, the auto mode, or did you have it in 4-wheel drive the whole time?
Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, that is a really key feature on the AT4. A lot of trucks, you put them in four-wheel drive, it zeroes out your stability and traction control, but not the GMC. When you buy the AT4, you get an auto mode to the four-wheel drive that sort of simulates all-wheel drive. Right, you're in high range. It's engaging any wheels or tires that have traction as needed, and you maintain your full stability and traction control setup. Which is really nice. I mean, you're rolling down the road. It's a highway. You're going 60, 70 miles an hour, and you might, hit a little snowbank. Some area might be thicker than another. You might hit a patch of pure ice, and because there's hot springs up there. And so even though it's 40 below out, you can be seeing flowing water. And sometimes yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. It's steaming. It's doing all this stuff, and but there's a lot of hot springs up there. Anyway, so you can hit just slick ice, and you really want that traction and stability control working for you when you encounter that. And so between the studded Hakkapeliitas, the automatic all-wheel drive in the AT4, and just the amazingness of the GMC, we had no problem getting anywhere we needed to go.
So let's turn our attention inside. So you're inside the cabin quite a bit here. So we know mechanically it works great and the diesel works great.
Yeah.
GMC is taking a lot of heat about the interior design. I mean, as compared to the newer trucks coming out. But you're in this truck for 10 days. Mm-hmm. What was your takeaway from the interior?
I had no problem with it. The seats are super comfortable. The AT4, you get leather, you get heated seats and all that. Heated seats in the back too. Since we had 3 people, one of us was always in the back. The lumbar support was great in the driver's seat and the passenger seat. We didn't have any problems with the interior. I think the interior is just fine in that we had the touch screen with navigation and satellite radio, which, by the way, the satellite radio gets pretty sketchy north of the Arctic Circle.
I can't imagine that at all.
I know. I'm going to speak to those guys at Sirius about where they're sending their satellites. But we found it super comfortable. In fact, we ended up sleeping in the truck one night. We were on our way home after the rally. We were coming down this road called the Cassiar Highway in northern BC, and we knew it was a long day. It was like a 650-mile day from Whitehorse down to this place. We were going to stay called Mesiadin Junction. You can look it up. And there's a little motel there, and we called ahead, and they said, yeah, we'll be here. Well, it was dark when we got there. I mean, they were just checked out. And so we ended up, we pulled under the shelter over the gas station that was there, and just, I kicked back in the back seat across, and the 2 guys in front dropped the front seats back, and we slept in the truck quite comfortably. So there you go.
Yeah. There's the stamp of approval.
Do what you got to do when you're on the road like that.
I do have to ask you one last question in this interview. I saw a picture of a frozen bathroom. Did you have any problems with the bathroom situation going on up there? I mean, that's a little bit concerning, stepping outside 40 below and watering the trees, huh?
Well, didn't try that at 40 below. I have a feeling that some bad things could happen. But at 20 below, you're okay for that moment that it takes. Planning ahead is super important in the Arctic.
Rationing the coffee usage, rationing what you're. Yeah, I totally.
Well, that's the last thing to tell you is that there is a 120 volt outlet in the dash of the AT4, and so we brought along a little electric kettle and an AeroPress, and we had fresh coffee the whole way. We were able to brew coffee in the truck.
Wow. Well, that's planning ahead. There's some smarts there going on.
You know me, I can't go 2 hours without a cup of it.
Right. Well, hey, anything you want to add that we missed that I didn't bring up?
Yeah, go to Alcan 5000, ALCAN 5000.com. Find out more about this event. You're going to want to go. If you're adventure-minded and you really want to see the epic stuff that we saw, There's a summertime Alcan in 2 years in 2022, and the next winter event is in 2024. And, I just can't recommend this event enough for people who want to go where not many people get to go.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember, subscribe, click the bell, and smash the like button to keep on this channel and keep watching this cool content. I have friends Mercedes and Andy Lilienthal who did the same adventure that Jeff Zurschmeide did. I'll link to their videos above. We've done some preparation videos, and then they will be sending me their race or their rally results. I keep saying race. The rally videos they're doing, and I'll put that in this video series as well. So if you really kind of enjoy these adventure stories, stay tuned. So for more Pickup Truck Plus SUV news, make sure you find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. Those 3 words work again on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Trust me, I've done it. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.